up, guys? Maritime Spook here, and just very happy once again, guys, to have received another knife to test from Schrade. I had a few questions there, and I had a couple private messages actually as well to ask me a couple things about sort of almost why. Yeah, I guess to tiptoe around the question as to why I'm getting a chance to do this. Basically, guys, because Schrade's an awesome company. That's the easiest way to tell it to you. I was lucky enough to get in correspondence with a couple people that are higher up in the company. I was able to talk to them about my geographic location and about sometimes it's hard to get stuff. So they were willing to send knives for me to test, and just no strings attached that way. I mean, and I've dealt with, I'm going to get to who, at some point, who I really want to thank, but I mean, I'm not going to, get into all that now, but there's a specific person who's, in the Schrade company who's awesome, very high up in the company, and I'm actually surprised that somebody this high up in the company would actually take the time to even talk to, a guy with a YouTube channel that likes knives. I mean, that's just the type of company they are, so I just want to get that out of the way as well. The only reason being, guys, is mostly probably my demographic of where I am. I'm in a very unique place in North America. And the fact that I go out and I actually use the knives. I use a knife every day for something, guys. 10 times, 20 times a day at least. And, you watch my videos, you'll know that it's a passion of mine. So that's kind of why. So the couple people that I'd asked, like, how did you end up getting associated with these guys? It's just because they're an awesome knife company. And if you want to find out about getting some of these, for one, they're awesome, so go out and buy one. But number two, go to Facebook and type in Schrade knives. They're having giveaways like every day or every week, guys, and they're not just giving away like one knife at a time. They're giving away like 5 or 6, and we're talking about awesome knives that they have. So find them on find them on Facebook and find them on YouTube, and like I said, you'll be able to find out about the giveaways and a lot of other cool stuff that they're doing. There's something that I was told just the other day in an email that I'm just super excited about too, guys. I really am, and I cannot wait. It's going to be a ways away, but I can't wait for it to happen. But anyway, guys, I want to get into this. If you guys have been following the channel, you knew I was getting another knife, and this is a knife right here, guys. It is the Schrade SCHF11, and it's billed as a tactical outdoor knife, and I can see exactly why. We'll get to the sheath in a minute, but here's the knife itself. And I had to do I had to do a conversion from inches to millimeters to find out how thick this thing was, because it was 0.19 inches, which is 4.8 mils. So that's almost 5 millimeters thick, guys. I can't get over it, but that's crazy. That's a very thick knife. It's got a 4.8 inch blade. It's a Tonto blade style, pretty much. Like a classic Tonto style blade. It's got a recurve here in the this part of the cutting edge, which would be, I think, very good for chopping. It's got some of the nice, guys, and on all honesty, this is 100% some of the nicest G10 I've ever seen for the handle scales, guys, and that is just super, like, locks your hand right in. You got some awesome workable jimping here at the top. Pommel here at the end for doing crushing, or if you had to break a window, or just even I was thinking myself with the chaga T, be able to crush that up, and I'll be trying that as well with this knife. But just very happy with this, guys. Look at how thick that is. I mean, just to say, like, wow, that is a beast. So like I said, tactical knife as well, and outdoor knife. On one of their videos on the Schrade YouTube, it actually shows a guy batoning through some wood, doing his beaver cuts, beaver chews or whatever, where you cut a bigger piece of wood using a baton, and I think this would do very well. So very nice knife. In your hand, to be totally honest with you guys, I'm going to go out on a limb here, but this is the most comfortable knife I've ever had in my hand. just the way it's curved. I have really big hands, as you can see, and I mean that tang is still exposed at the bottom for breaking stuff, and it's got a bit of a choil right there, and your finger locks in, your finger goes on the jimping, and it's just most comfortable knife I've ever held with those G10 handles as well. So just the shape of it this is kind of what you can see. I mean, if you know anything about the Schrade knives, they made the old timer, the Golden Spike, which is a knife here in Canada that, you know, a lot of people had the Golden Spike knife. It's one of their hunting knives. To go from those type of knife designs to something like this, I mean, they're obviously doing a lot of behind the scenes work that a lot of people don't get to see. And I know that firsthand. Going back to what I'm excited about, there's some really cool stuff they're going to be doing. I hope I'll be able to hopefully work with them a little bit on that, and I can't wait for that, guys, because it's going to be awesome. And it's going to revolutionize, I think, some of the knife world, I guess you want to say, in a way, some of the stuff that they're doing. So just these guys are awesome. And like I said, guys, I didn't get this knife because I have 100,000 subscribers or 10,000 views per video. I got it because I'm a knife person, and they want knife people testing their gear. That's what they want. They don't want... They actually do the larger surveys. I heard on one of the other channels that they are actually sent out 150 of their axes at one time to test. I'm sure they do that with these knives, but for now, what a lot of them are doing, they're having a lot of giveaways, and they're sending them to a decent amount of people for a review. And I believe I kind of got in just underneath, you know, that they're not really doing a lot of that anymore, but I was lucky enough to be one of the people that they're sending a couple things out to, so that's just totally awesome. But thermoplastic Kydex sheath, locks in there, awesome. Little tiny rattle, which means absolutely nothing, guys, because this knife is not going anywhere, no matter what you do. That's not coming out of there, so you can hang it upside down. That's what's really cool, is the belt loop on it right here. Can easily, with a star head screwdriver, you can take that off, spin it around so it's on your belt, or on your, say, Molly gear this way, you know, this way, same as your belt. You know, you can have your appendix carry, or your horizontal, or just every option you can think of for carry with just these two screws right here. So very, very cool. Their version, I guess, of the Tech Lock, and that's plenty big enough, as you can see in there, for pretty much any belt you're gonna ever come across, guys. So, but I just want to show you that, and this thing is a beauty. So expect some testing videos, guys, coming up. It's very sharp. It is actually. I don't have any paper right here, guys. I'm sorry, but very, very sharp so far out of the box. It'll shave fingernail. It'll shave off the fingernail pieces there, no problem, that's for sure. So it's sharp. Very thick, right to the point right there even. So I mean, it gets thinner a little bit by the point, but not much. It's still at almost 5 mils thick right there, so you can see that. And one thing I forgot to mention, which is totally awesome, as far as with the you know, being weather resistant, it's a stone wash the whole way through. If you know anything about stone washing, that's going to be resistant to a lot of stuff, and it just makes it look really handsome as well. But that stone wash, the full tang, the whole way through the tang, and the whole knife stone wash. So, except for the bevel, but I mean, that is wicked. So anyway, guys, I just want to share that with you. There's going to be some testing coming up as soon as I get some time to do that, which will probably maybe even be today, maybe tomorrow. So stay tuned. You'll see some videos coming up on it here right off. So anyway, guys, thanks a million, Schrade, and expect some more videos on the SCHF11, guys. So thank you very much, Schrade, and it's Maritime Spook signing out, and keep your stick on the ice, and wait for some more videos on this, guys. Take her easy.